Well, hi again. Sorry about that last video. It's like really gets me, that story, or those stories. I was gonna say my sister got me this Chrissy. It's this Swedish candle. I had it forever. It's just a rock with a candle in it. I love her too. I love her a lot. I can't talk to her right now, but I love her. So, I don't know, I was just thinking and that last card was probably for me. Thought about that afterwards. My own judgment. I'm always the worst person. Judge myself the hardest. Sean said that I'm always the hardest on myself. He's probably right, you know. But I was taught to be really critical of myself, to second guess things, and just be me. So I know it's late, you guys. At school tomorrow. Kelly still never called me back. I'm not that surprised. She's probably afraid that her feelings are going to get hurt. That she would have to come over here and get the presents that I got for you and give them to you and say that she's not letting me see you anymore. That's okay though. You know? Not really, but it will be. So, I was going to call your grandparents and leave a message, but I don't want to do that either. I was going to leave tonight too, and just... That's not going to solve anything either. Just always running because I want more, or, I'm not happy with just being a doormat. So, anyways, I don't know. Doormats aren't bad anyways, they clean your feet off. Grandma always taught me now to clean your feet off first. That's why I usually sit in the tub and wash my feet under hot water, really hot water. She used to take a knife, soak my feet, and then take a knife and scale off the dead skin with it. I don't know why I'm telling you this, it's cute though. I've tried it a couple times, but she was expert at just getting that dead skin off. Miss her sometimes. She was a strong lady. Well, they all were. And I think that in a lot of ways they would be ashamed of, stuff that is going on here. What woman wouldn't be ashamed, I mean, what are you kind of, if it was my family, women in my family, I would be ashamed of them. I would shun them. I might. I hope they hear that. Not you two. Sway and me, you're fine. I mean, if you had my influence on you, you'd grow up fine because you'd learn the truth. You would learn to talk about your feelings instead of hiding them and stuffing them like I did when I was a little boy. That's what they taught me, is to like talk about feelings, and other people don't like that though. It's like, don't talk about your feelings, or please do because I'm glad you have them because I don't. I'm still in the mood to help people, but I'm not. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll like do video posts with these because these make me happy. Candles. So, anyways, I got the incense burning again. I should get that pine burning, but I just haven't. I gotta light the charcoal and then get the little burner, and you know. So, anyways, I'll keep this short. I'm gonna be posting in our community, and one day you'll find it, the psychology community, and on YouTube. So, I love you guys, and sorry to be so, gloomy earlier. Crying is, what's really strange about crying for me is it takes more strength for me to actually cry in public, or to like cry like and be videotaped crying. I pride myself in being very, I guess that's what's different, is like to show weakness in the face of such, that is strength. And I don't know. Like, it just came to me again that like I show my strongest strengths when I show my weaknesses. So I don't know. Vulnerability. I mean, I've talked about that before, and it's challenging to be vulnerable. But there's great power in that. Great power. Just to be able to show your emotions and to be able to express them, and not to hide behind cowardly women. And not all women, I'm sorry, I don't mean to generalize that. But women, that I know, are, at least that have been involved in this case, have been really quick to, don't talk to those girls about what's going on. My sister, Chris, said, they're in the middle of it, Stephen, they're in the middle of it. There's no getting out of it. They're there. And I was like, at first I didn't want to believe her. I wanted to be just like, no, I'll like spare them that. And then she was like, you can't just, talk to them. But these other women won't let me. It's like they, and me, psychology, almost finished my master's degree, and in nursing, I taught pediatric trauma. I lived through it, pediatric trauma. And the trauma of watching all those people die that I took care of. In the emergency room, in the pediatric ICU, the pediatric bone marrow transplant, the pediatric transplant units, flying neonatal babies from rural areas in helicopters, comforting, families when their children were dying or sick. I guess that doesn't mean that I'm a good father. It means that I'm really awesome at showing compassion towards people and other people in critical situations. I guess that would mean my own family. I guess that would make me a better person, somebody that can actually show compassion towards others when they're at the brink of compassion fatigue itself. I don't know, though, because you know, my ex, she was, Savannah, your mom, and Mia, your mom. I don't want to say anything bad, but, and you'll find this out yourself, but she judged. She didn't even want you guys to go to sororities. I guess, in a way, this is not so much only for you and Mia. Savannah, it's kind of for the community. I mean, let's talk about feelings and about me expressing my feelings about two small children that mean the world to me. And in greater sense, the family. I think that's really important. I mean, it's not always easy to take that and generalize it. If you have the construct of a family, then yes, you can generalize that if you consider the community your family. Not everyone will react the same way, though. Mia, you'll react a different way than Savannah will. It'd be great if you guys were both on the same page on everything, but your sisters and, you know, your mom was always like, hug and, say you're sorry and make up. And I was always like, they're gonna fight a little bit. They're sisters, they live in the same room, I mean, they're gonna fight. I don't think she understood that. I mean, she had sisters, and I was like, how are you with your sister, Stephanie? And she was like, I hated her. And I'm like, yeah, see. And now you're buddies. She lives in Texas. Funny how that is. Texas. Anyways, Minnesota. I like Austin, but Minnesota is like amazing. Oh, there's these lights behind me. I don't know where they're coming from. So, yeah, there's nothing even on the wall back there. There's shadows. I don't know if you can see it, but they're on this side, I guess. I don't know. They seem to follow me around sometimes. I don't know. Maybe they're not even on there. It just looks like they are. Ugh. It's not that they're harmful or anything. Anyways, you guys, I love you. I'll shoot this gun on for a while. About 13 minutes or something.